Hey, Tony here. Today's video we're going to do on changing the oil in a Harbor Freight Predator 3500 generator. There's a lot of videos out there. Figured I'd just throw one out there and show you how to do it. So let's get started. So first thing I like to do is get the inverter off the ground. You see, I got it kind of sitting on the back of my golf cart here. You can put all four wheels on a couple of 2x4s. Similar to this on the wheels. You only want to support it by the wheels. That's the only structure of the frame. Underneath is kind of a plastic base plate. You'll crush it if you try to jack it up or something like that. So sit it up off the ground, and the goal is just to get it up off the ground enough to get the oil pan underneath of it. So from there, you'll just take the side cover off. And on the side cover, you take a little look inside. You're going to see the dipstick. You're going to pull that out. And then there's a 10 millimeter bolt right here. Once you remove that bolt, that's where the oil is going to drain out of. And then inside the pan, you'll see there's a hole right here. There's a rubber grommet. You want to pull that rubber grommet out, which is right here. Let the oil drain. So let me get some tools and we'll get the job started. Okay, once you get your 10 millimeter socket on there, you'll see here I got the 10 millimeter. I got a long extension and a ratchet. You can just get that in there, crack it loose, and then I like to remove it by hand and remove the dipstick at the same time. Okay, you're gonna see now you got the plug out, the dipstick out. You'll see the oil draining. It's coming out underneath. And I'll gut this drain and then I'll show you how to continue the project. So the next thing I like to do once you see the oil stop draining out is grab your funnel and you'll want to insert that in. And I like to take a little fresh oil. Dump a little fresh oil in this genset here to purge out all the old dirty oil. These generators seem to have a lot of metal chips in them with these Chinese motors, so I like to flush it out with some clean oil. And I'll do that real quick and then be right back. You'll see it draining now. You'll see you got some nice clean oil coming out of it. I put about a quarter quart in, and I just like to purge it through to clean out any sludge that might be in there. I mean, you'll see that oil is dirty. That's exactly 100 hours on that oil. So you want to make sure you're getting that oil changed every 100 hours or less. I like to try to do it between 80 and 100, and I got a little lazy on this one and went 100. We're out here in Arizona where the temperatures in the summertime are up to 115, 116 degrees, and I run this generator for 30, 40 hours at a time when we're at the track. So there you go, it's all cleaned out. Now I'm going to fill it up. This machine here takes a half a quart, a 10W30. You can use synthetic, semi-synthetic, or regular motor oil, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to get this thing filled up. So what we'll do now is put the drain plug back in, put a half quart in, start it up, and check it. One thing you can do too, once you get your drain plug back in there, right, is you can do this after you fill it up, or you can do it before you fill it up. Just make sure your dipstick's in and your drain plug is in. I like to take a little brake clean and clean it out. These things make a mess when you change the oil. And then if you put it back together without that oil in there, it drips all over the ground or inside your trailer. And I got a race trailer and I don't like that oil dripping all around. So I like to get it out. Then I'll take a nice microfiber rag, get all that oil out of there, clean it all up nice. All right, so for this job, you're gonna use a 10 millimeter socket end, extension, and a ratchet. It's the only tool you're going to need for it. Make sure you get some 2x4s to jack up the generator, or have something to lift it up where you can get a drain pan underneath of it. These typically take a half a quart. You never know, one could be a little bit different. Be real careful when you're filling it up. They overflow real quick, so go slow. And one thing I wanted to mention here is on these generators, you'll see you've got the cover. This is not the original cover. I had one of my buddies 3D print this cover to mimic the original cover with the air holes in it. If you guys haven't run these generators at high altitude yet and it keeps stalling out, this is what you need. Your generator needs more air. These things are too airtight, and when you get up to high altitudes or colder temperatures, they don't want to run. So if you want to shoot me a comment and you're looking for one of these, I can hook you up. They're about 15 bucks and you can get them made, and or you can drill some holes in the side of it, whatever you want to do. Just wanted to give you a handy tip for this Predator 3500. And again, start it up, check the oil all the time, every couple of hours to make sure it's running. They do have a low oil alert, but you never know. You know, keep it safe. Try to change it every 100 hours or less.
and this generator will keep on going. I've got 1,300 hours on my generator. These things are great. This is my second one. I'd buy them all day long. I still haven't gotten to the price of a Honda, which is about $4 grand, and I bought 2 of these for $1,500. So any questions, leave it in the comment section. Hope this helps you out. Tony out.